Hello, everyone. We are here to talk about your final assignment. This is your final exam. You turn it in during the week of finals. If we were in a traditional class, everyone would give their tribute speech in the final class session. But since we're not, this is your final exam. Let's take a look at the requirements for the assignment. I am in the tribute speech folder right now. There is a step 1, read the guidelines. Step 2, view the sample speeches, and that's pretty much it. So let's take a look at the tribute speech guidelines. What you're going to do is prepare a 2 to 3 minute speech in which you pay tribute to someone who has been a major influence and or inspiration in your life. So, can you do your dad? Yes. Can you do your grandmother? Yes. Can you do Michael Jordan? Yes. Can you do Oprah? Yes, 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 yes. Pick someone who matters to you and do a speech about them. Now, here's what I want to say if you choose a traditional figure, like a mom or a dad or a grandparent who raised you. Tell us the things about them that make them unique and special. So don't say, I want to pay tribute to my mom because when I was little, she took care of me and she fed me and she clothed me and she was always there for me. And look, any good mom does that. If you have a mom who didn't do that, she was a crappy mom and you're not going to be paying tribute to her. If you have a mom who did do that, everybody's mom did do that. What was it about your mom that made her unique? So I could say about my mom, I'm paying tribute to my mom because she never lied to me. She always told me when my stuff was crap. Like seriously, my mom would be like, I'm sorry, but that's no good. So I knew that if my mom told me I did a good job, it's because I actually did a good job. Was it kind of harsh to bring me up that way? Yeah, but that's my mom. So if I were paying tribute to my mom, I wouldn't say she was always there for me, and because she was, but what made her special was that she did not lie to me. She didn't sugarcoat it. She was honest with me, which meant that I could trust what she was saying. I knew she wasn't saying it because she loved me, because she did love me, but she wasn't saying nice things to me because she loved me. Okay? So understand the distinction there. I don't want to hear that you had great parents because they were great parents. Tell me what about them is interesting. In this keyword outline, so you're not turning in a full sentence outline, you are turning in a keyword outline. You'll have an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. This introduction is the simple one, like the first ones where you just have an attention getter, a thesis, and a preview of main points, but you still need to do that. And you need to write your introduction in complete sentences. But the main points in the body of the speech, you need to write the statement of the main point in complete sentences, but all the subpoints and everything else you can write in keywords and phrases. You still need to include transitions in your speech, and then you need to include a conclusion. Remember to summarize your thesis and restate your main ideas and have a way to close the speech. The way the way the points breakdown works is the total assignment is worth 100 points. The keyword outline is worth 25, and in the speech, which is worth 75, you can see the breakdown of how the points will be allotted. There's some information here on tribute speeches. Your best information will come from your textbook. If you want some guidance, here are some other things that you could consider in preparing your speech. Finally, I will say you do not have to include a visual aid, but a lot of times people want to. So if you want to do a visual aid, that is perfectly lovely, but don't feel like you have to do it. So that is up to you. And then once again, you need to practice. You need to practice this speech. So what do we do? Let's go back. I included a folder with a couple of sample speeches. These link to YouTube links. And then there's an outline template. If you want to know what that looks like, here it is. And notice I tell you, right, this is a full sentence, right, this is a full sentence. These should be full sentences, but these can all be keywords. The reason I ask you to do them as full sentences is so that you can get the phrasing of the most important elements of your speech correct, okay? And there's that, all right? You do not have to turn in a works cited page unless you include something that needs to be cited. And if I were you, I just wouldn't include something that needs to be cited. But if you tell me I want to pay tribute to Michael Jordan, and then you say Michael Jordan was high scoring whatever of the NBA for 7 years. His highest points per game was 67 points per game, whatever. Those things need to be cited. So if you're including information that needs to be cited, add those source citations. You are aware enough to do that now. Here's the submission outline link for the tribute speech and for the recording. I also include those in your weekly folders. That is all that I have to say, except when we started out this semester, if I had walked in and said, all right, you have a week to prepare a speech. It needs to be about somebody you love. It needs to have a clear structure. You need to have clear pieces of information that support your evidence. I suspect that your response would have been like, I don't even know where to start. But now you do know where to start. You know that you need to decide what you're hoping to accomplish. You know that you need to have a core message for your speech that you return to over and over. And you know that you need to have a clear structure and a way for the audience to follow you through that speech. This is really a demonstration of how far you've come this semester. You are capable of putting together an effective message in which you persuade or at least inform an audience in an effective way. And that's the whole point of this course. Please don't forget, after you leave this course, that you need to know why you're speaking before you speak. You need to know why you're writing before you write. Determine your specific purpose before you move into the speech. It's always the key to success. All right, that's all I'm going to say about your tribute speech. You are, of course, welcome to contact me with your questions. Good luck.